It seems like all the big streamers are using these nice DSLR and mirrorless cameras that cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. The problem is, you might not have that kind of cash to drop on your live stream, but you don't want your stream to look like trash. That's right, we're rhyming today. Roll the intro. So I recently came across this webcam on Amazon from a company called DepthTech. It's got an 8 megapixel camera and claims to shoot up to 4K at 30 frames per second. In terms of physical build, it feels like a high quality webcam. It's got great flexibility, can do the whole 360 rotation, and like many webcams, it has the ability to be connected to a standard mount. But it got me thinking, this webcam can be picked up, at least at the time of this recording, for about $50 on Amazon, and it claims to shoot at 4K. Now let's just say the picture ends up being a really nice 1080p picture, which in all reality is not that big of a deal because that's likely the resolution you're going to stream at anyway. Is it really worth spending an additional $500–600 for a DSLR or mirrorless camera that will also end up shooting in 1080p? What we are going to do today is stack up this $50 4K webcam to the DSLR camera that I use to stream on, and that is the Canon SL2. I don't believe Canon produces this camera anymore, but if you were to pick it up on a place like Amazon, you're looking at about $600 for the body and kit lens. That's a lot of money, and this is considered a more entry-level camera. And since we're talking cameras, for further reference, you are looking at me right now through the Canon M50, and I'm using some softbox lighting to light up this beautiful face. And I'm going to link to everything I mentioned in today's video down below for your reference, and now is a great time to mention that if you are looking for deals on tech like this and other tech that can help improve your setup, you will definitely want to join the free Tech Audit TV Discord, where I post hand-curated deals, only the best of the best. Not only will you save money, but you get to hang out with yours truly. So click that Discord link down below and let's become friends. Also, hit the like button. It helps a lot. All right, so here's how the test is going to work. All of the lighting is going to be using the Elgato ring light behind me, and that lighting will be optimized for both cameras. I'll also be positioning both cameras as close to each other as possible so that both the framing and the lighting is as consistent as possible. Now, before I tell you which camera is which, I want you to guess. This right here is camera number 1. And this is camera number 2. Okay, so you probably guessed this right. Camera number 1 is the $50 webcam, and then camera number 2 is the Canon SL2. A $600 picture versus a $50 picture. I've got both of these cameras set to push out a 1080p picture at 30 frames per second. The SL2 is capable of doing 60 frames per second, which makes the movement smoother looking, but I wanted both cameras to be at the same frame rate so that we can focus on the image quality. I think we can all agree that the $600 camera puts out a better picture. While it is the same resolution, the lens is able to pick up more depth, giving you that nice bokeh blur in the background, and it's able to pick up a much more true color tone, just a lot more variety in the colors that it can pick up. You also have more flexibility with lighting because the DSLR itself has so many internal configurations. Even in a poor lighting setting, you can use that camera to dial in the settings and offset a lot of that bad lighting. But with all that said, is the $600 shot that much better than the $50 webcam shot? I should mention that the $50 shot you are looking at is using Streamlabs built-in image optimization settings. This shot here is the $50 webcam with no image enhancements. Still not a terrible shot, but you'll notice there is a little bit of red hue to the picture. So by using something like OBS or Streamlabs, which is likely the software you are going to be streaming with anyway, you can tweak some of that color in the picture to look more natural. And there is a little bit of graininess to the webcam picture that you don't get with the more expensive DSLR. That all comes down to lighting. The less lighting you are working with, the more grain you will see, and this is true across all cameras. But webcams especially will expose that fact a lot faster than DSLRs. So at this point you might be thinking, all right, what do I do? Do I get the DSLR? Do I get the webcam? If you're just starting out streaming, or even if you've been streaming a while and you think that upgrading to that nice $600 camera will get more people to watch your streams, I'm here to break the news that it's not gonna make a difference. The $50 webcam has a far greater return on investment. This is especially true if you are streaming primarily game type streams where you're only gonna be taking up one corner of the stream. I can assure you that if Nick Merckx switched to a $50 webcam on his streams today, very few would notice and almost nobody would care. And why is that? Because people don't join streams for the camera quality, they are joining for the content. Just a couple weeks ago, I did a webcam roundup testing out a bunch of budget webcams, and if you haven't seen it, I'll link to it below, but there are some bad ones and there are some good ones. If your current webcam looks just awful and you've got the $50 to spend, then sure, spend 50 bucks and pick up a nicer webcam. Also, consider the convenience a webcam offers. Most people, unless they are deep into content creation, don't have two nice DSLR cameras laying around. That means if you are using your DSLR camera for other stuff like making YouTube videos or just general photography, you've got to go through the hassle of setting up and taking down your expensive camera equipment every time you stream. With a webcam, you plug it in and it never moves. What do you think? Is there enough of a difference between the two to justify the extra expense when it comes to streaming? If you are leaning towards going the DSLR or mirrorless route, I made a video showing you exactly how the process is done, and it's perfect for those who are just wondering what extra equipment they may need, along with exactly how to accomplish it. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you want more videos like this that help you build dope desk setups, whether you are a content creator, a gamer, or someone who just likes to spice up their work from home setup, you're gonna wanna give this channel a subscribe. And until next time, my name is Brandon Hassler, and this is Tech Audit TV.